Everybody, this is Penina Taylor. Welcome to day 17 of the 30-day Unstuff Yourself challenge. If you haven't visited our Facebook group, go to the 30-day Unstuff Yourself challenge on Facebook and check us out. And if you've been following all along but you haven't been posting, share with us what's been going on, what you've been getting rid of, how it's changing your life. If you haven't been with us before, if this is the first video you're watching, I suggest that you stop right now, click on the link below, and go to the introductory video to see what we're all about. But I do want to thank you so much for joining us. And if you haven't already done so, please be sure to enter the drawing for $25 Amazon.com gift voucher. I'm giving that away as a thank you for joining me on this journey. Now, what we're doing during these 30 days is we're getting rid of things in our homes that are just taking up space, because really, in order to receive blessing, we have to make space for it. And so we're getting rid of the things that we don't really need, that crowd our homes and crowd our lives and crowd our minds, so that we don't have the space to receive the blessings that God wants to give us in our lives. Well, today is day 17, and what I'm getting rid of today is extra purses or pocketbooks. If you're not a woman, maybe it's extra attaché cases, briefcases, document bags. We all collect them. We get some of them for free at events that we go to, or we're out and we need an extra one, or we think we need something to match an outfit and then it turns out that we never use it, or it's the wrong size, or you name it. If you're anything like me, I've got a collection of them. I've got a collection of purses. I've also got a collection of computer bags and messenger bags and briefcases and you name it. And so they're all going out, all except for the couple of things that I use on a regular basis. I'm getting rid of them. Well, what it made me think about today, this extra purses thing, is how often I just stuff it to the limit. It doesn't really matter how big or how small the bag is. It will be stuffed to the limit. And how many of us live our lives just like that? We stuff as much as we can until we get to the point where we're overflowing beyond our ability to cope. And you know what happens when you overstuff a purse? Not only does it get overstuffed and it starts flowing over into, stuff starts falling out, but when you wear it on your shoulder, it gets very, very heavy. It becomes a big, heavy burden. And when we stuff our lives to the edge of everything, whether it's time, whether it's physical stuff, whether it's our money, whether it's our relationships, when we go to the very edge of our ability to cope, we end up with a pain in the back, in the shoulder, whatever, somewhere in our body or in our emotions, because we just weren't designed to hold such a heavy load. It's kind of like if you were reading a book. I call this concept margins. If you were reading a book, and instead of having the white space around the pages and the white space between the words, let's say that the pages were printed from top to bottom, end to end, completely words with no spaces between the words. Would you still be able to read it? Well, yeah, sure. If you're a good reader, you could still read it, but it would be exhausting by the time you got to the end of the page. Never mind the end of the book. You probably wouldn't even bother getting to the end of the book because of the amount of stress that it would cause you. And we live our lives just like that. We push ourselves on time. We pack too many things into our lives. We spend to the point of having no extra money. We, exhaust ourselves with our relationships. And it's time to stop. It's time to create margins in our lives, to create that space so that your body has room to breathe, your emotions, your mind and your spirit have room to breathe, and space to be who you need to be, space to grow, space to relax. So that's my challenge for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. Like I said, if you haven't already done so, please go and check out the other videos. Go to my website, peninataylor.com/stuff, and enter for the $25 gift voucher for Amazon. If you like me on Facebook, you'll also get a second entry into the drawing as my way of thanking you for joining me and for liking me. Thank you so much for being with me. Have an inspired day.